Hi everyone, Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This week ending December 7th of 2025, the stock was ACN. This is based on a gap that actually created trades 2 mornings in a row, so I'm doing both of those. The strategy was actually a tier 2 gap, and the entry on a 1 to 2 minute DTS be the tail buy setup. Management was advanced reward to risk 2.6 to 1. That includes both the trades. Neither were super home runs. It was a really good week in the trading room, but we had just kind of a lot of medium good trades, nothing super outstanding. This is the best one. This is featured in the presentation that I did this week about management. You might see it there also. I kind of don't like to double up on that, but this was really an outstanding one to review. And like I said, the rest of them, a lot of good trades, great week, but just nothing really standing out. So I'm doing this one. What's going on for free members at DTS this week? Nothing. But remember, you can always visit the free stuff page, catch up on the DTS podcast. And that last event from last Wednesday has been posted to the free stuff page, so you can go view that. Management Bigger Concepts using a trade example. I think it is an outstanding video, and it's about 37 minutes long. Here's the daily chart for ACN. Guys creating the trades. Note the date is 12/1 and 12/2. But on 12/1, the stock gapped to right there. It was almost a questionable gap. It prevented me from getting a great entry, but I got a good entry. But that was the daily chart, and I traded on day 1 and day 2, and look at that. I missed that trade on day 3 because it just took off like they do sometimes. So I'm going to review the trades on both of these mornings. They're both generated by the same concept, by this bullish gap. Day 3 I didn't get, but I wanted to see the chart. This was also featured in the DTS Long-Term Trader on day 1. 60-minute chart. We're going to gap to right there, and that's going to be the day 1 trade, and this is the day 2 trade. And here is the 5-minute chart. We can get a little better view of exactly what happened. We're going to open right there, and that's what I meant. It fell hard really first initially, a minute or two. It snapped back. I got it on the way back up right there. Entry over 253, stop under 249. And that's what I meant in the opening comments. I couldn't get that great entry because it was a marginal gap the way it opened. Turns out to be a great gap, but he had to see that follow through a little bit. So wasn't the most perfect entry. Target 1 right there, which is really just off the high of the day. Great exit right there. And target number 2, the intent was to hold to the end of the day, but right there, as we failed to make new highs, I took it out at 257.83. Both the targets ended up being almost identical just by coincidence. Nice trade overall. You can see a little more detail on the entry on the 2-minute chart. Right there is where we're going to open. We initially fall, we come back. I got that inside of there somewhere. And then entry over 253 again, stop under 249. Target 1 you can see a little bit better. Took it right off that acceleration and that big bar. And target number 2 trailed out off the chart there. You cannot see it to the right. So that was day 1. On day 2 then, same gap, which is on the next day now. We open and we pop higher initially. But I didn't take that initial pop. Usually not a good thing to do. We fell kind of hard. I got it right in there actually on the way down. Entry over 258, stop under 255.50. Stock held pretty well, went sideways a little bit, and eventually popped. And this one, again, the intent was to hold the end of the day, but right there, it created a setup where I had to get out. I gave it a little bit back from the high of the day, but I also didn't know that was going to be the high of the day. It turned out to be a good exit because it never really went any higher. Exit at 261.47. 2-minute chart showing a little bit more detail on the entry, but not a whole lot to learn there really. We opened there. Took the pullback right in there. It actually was that little topping tail, I believe, that sucked me in a little bit early, but not too bad. And then the target is off the chart to the right. If you like trades like this, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. Well-planned trades, good volume stocks, lists given to you ahead of time, everything reviewed before the market opens. Come join us. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be quick. You just need to have a couple of mornings free, a couple of days a week. We try to get the job done by 10:30, 11 o'clock every day. If you like videos like this, check out the other Trade of the Week videos and also the prior educational events on the DTS Free Stuff page. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.